Hello, team. So, I've been going through a leadership journey around just opportunity loss, and what stunts people growth. And I've been pondering on it quite a bit, and I came to a few conclusions that I want to share with you. So, this topic is mostly around opportunity loss and how much of a growth killer it really is. So, let's dive into it. All right. So, the journey. My three whys. Why do individuals don't want to exercise their superpowers? Like, what limits them from like really leaning into it and doing it? Why do people of the world believe they do not need the individual's superpower? Like, why don't they believe that person's valuable and their skill sets is needed? Why do both the people of the world and the individual, why are they so reactive towards what they need? So these are my three whys, and we'll kind of dive into each one of those here right now. So move my little bubble here. There you go. So why do individuals not exercise their superpowers? And I've come to the conclusion after thinking about it for a while, it's because the people of the world tell the individual on a constant basis that they do not need their superpowers in very subtle ways. Hey, you're just a number. You're replaceable. If you don't do it, we'll find somebody else who will, and we'll do it tomorrow. You're just average. You're slightly above average. So you're okay. You're okay. You're not the superstar here, but you're okay, right? And these are things that people tell people. And I don't think it's out of spite. I don't think it's malicious, but it's a system that feeds itself this information, and it's all geared towards, hey, you're not needed. Your skill set's not needed, right? So my next question, right? If the people of the world have came to the conclusion they don't need it, the superpowers, then the next question is, why do the people of the world believe they don't need individual superpower? So I believe, and history have shown us, that the world itself, the people of the world, do not know what they need until an individual will give it to them, right? So the world wasn't craving, as a whole, the world wasn't craving mass production or a systemized way to produce anything. Henry Ford gave it to him. Now, when Henry Ford gave it to him, fast forward even 10 years from that point, the industrial world needed a system where they can mass produce. That was the only way to produce after that point, right? The Wright brothers, like, they were so gun ho on flight, and the world was like, why? It's such a crazy dream, right? That's only for the birds. Literally, it's only for the birds. And now we rely heavily on flights. Like, that industry cannot go down. Matter of fact, the government will bail out the air industry because it's so needed, right? Neil Armstrong and NASA. Who needs to go to space? Why, right? Why? Now, because of that small seed, like they created this whole massive worldwide initiative of space travel, even going into the private industry, right? But it only took a small group of people or a person to tell the world, hey, you need this, and the world to accept it, right? So, if that's the case, you would think that, hey, the world will cultivate more individuals to give it what it needs. So why is the world still so, and the people for that matter, so reactive towards what it needs? And I came to the conclusion that we don't see opportunity loss as a true loss. Therefore, we're only motivated to be good enough. We're only motivated to feed into the system that we're been taught to feed into. So, a couple examples, real world examples, right? You have a job and you're making roughly 50K. I think that's the average, either in the U.S. or in this part of the world, right? And you get laid off. The loss there is you go from 50K to zero. And that's a true material loss, right? That's something that we all understand and it hurts. Pay reduction. You're making 50K, they cut hours, now you're making 35K. That's a true loss, right? And I say true loss, but these are losses that the world understands, right? Opportunity losses. Now, so you went from 50K to zero, 50K to 35K, and that's $50,000 loss and $15,000 loss, right? Now, what's the opportunity loss of you not investing $1,000 today? If you fast forward $1,000 today over, call it 30 years, that could be a loss of roughly $50,000 to $75,000 loss. That's a true loss as well too. But it's opportunity. It's something that we don't have already, but we could achieve in the future. But it's a bigger loss than the two losses that we just went through, right? Not upskilling, not growing your skill sets. So you're making 50K a year, and if you got X, Y, and Z, and you prove yourself as a leader, you could be making 30%, 40%, 50% more, seeking other opportunities. But because we're complacent, and the world tell us that we need to be complacent, then we lose out on those future opportunities that we could be poised for if we only upskill, right? Not starting that business. So not taking the capital of $80,000 and that working capital of $80,000 and pull it into a system that over time can earn you 500, 600, 700, $1 million in a year or 2 years. Like, but because we don't have it already, we don't see it as a loss, right? But it don't take away from the fact that it is an opportunity loss. And these are true losses, and these opportunity losses are bigger than the world losses, right? So, out of all of that, what's the motivation? Man, do you, like, be the awesome person that you are. Exercise your talents and skills. Like, do what you feel like you're good at and motivate that, cultivate that, and harness that. Grow your talents, grow your skill set. Either grow deep or grow wide and hone in on those skill sets. And just remember, the world needs you. The world needs your skills. The world needs what you're going to produce. Because if it don't, then the world won't progress as fast or as far as it would if you did not do what you were intended to do and implement your skill sets. Thank you. Hey, I'm with Mustard Seed Evolution. We got two parts of Mustard Seed Evolution. We have Mustard Seed Academy, and this academy is really for rising project manager, junior project managers who really want to hone in on their skill sets and grow as project leaders. Also, we have Evolution Leadership, and this is for leaders and managers who really want to become really good leaders in their companies or in their industries. So go to mustardseedevolution.com, join the evolution. Again, this is Terrence Brown signing off. Thank you.